welcome to our 40K big battle. It's going to have Alex and Jakers using a 4,000 point Necron force, which is absolutely immense, as you can see. There is a few proxies in here, which we'll get to during the course of the game. That's one of them right there. That is going to be a gigantic spider thingy, right?
Yep. Yeah, Titan spider thing.
Titan spider, and then there are some Tau units out. They haven't been here yet. Oh, that thing. Yeah, it's that thing. That is pretty wicked. That's working.
For all you fans, $600.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So they got drones out there, and those are to represent the scarabs. And that is 4,000 points. So what do we get? We got heavies, right, and destroyers. We got a destroyer lord. It looks like we got, this is a Doomsday Arc, or is that the...
Ghost Arc.
It's Ghost Arc. 2 Ghost Arcs. A crap ton of warriors here. Warriors. Immortals.
He's got them.
Warriors. Scarabs. Spiders. More Immortals. Deathbringer. Nightbringer. Another, like we said, Ghost Arc, more warriors, and then that is that
the Triarch Stalker.
Triarch Stalker with
That's
that
the
big fatter. Oh,
and there's
then
more in here too.
Yep, and then we have more scares back here, another spider back here, more warriors back there. And don't forget, if you guys really love these actual custom built markers, you can find those at Basement Quest for sale. Just go ahead and contact us. As you can see, the LED units, they're absolutely beautiful. And that is your 4,000 point Necron force. We decided to go with a basic, we're just going tactical objectives today, so we're just going cards. In this battle, I am bringing back the Blood Angels that I retired about last year, 6 months ago, after getting obliterated by the Gene Stealer Corps. And we are bringing in what we like to call a gimmick army. So I'm going three scout squads strong, 1 scout squad here. This is one thing I am proxying. This is a basic scout squad. This is not a sniper squad. 2 more scout squads over there by set 4. A lot of proxy here. So we do have the Banshees, right?
No,
those aren't Banshees.
All jet bikes.
This entire setup is just jet bikes.
That is 3 max units of Shining Spears with X-Arcs, so 8 regular guys and the X-Arc. The X-Arc does have he has the upgraded version, the Star Lance. That's it.
Okay.
In the middle here, that's one of the few non-proxied. No, I take that back. That actually is a Farseer, so that still is a proxy because that is an Autarch Skyrunner. Back here, these guys are my old Warlocks, so I put them with a jet bike to indicate that that is a Warlock Skyrunner Conclave, max unit, 10 strong. And then up here, I have 8 Dark Reapers. The X-Arc does have the Tempest Launcher, and I have an Autarch there that I gave a Reaper Launcher to, so he's, good in the rerolls and firing with them. And then last but not least, I have the 2 Fire Prisms that are one of my favorites because, God, do they do damage.
They definitely do damage. I'm not fucking joking with that. And for the rest of the Space Marines, Blood Angels, I have a 13-man Death Company squad with backpacks. All of them have the pistols and chainsword except for one. I gave him the Thunderhammer. With the cheaper setup with the veterans, I decided to bring these guys back. I've had these models for a while. As you can see, they're the actual freaking metal models, for crying out loud. They will be set up exactly the same way. This is the only basic guy. He's just going to have a bolter. The rest of these guys will have the plasma pistols. I have a Thunderhammer, I have a Power Sword, I have a Power Axe, and then I have a Lightning Claw for that group right there. Over here, like I said, now you can see my scouts a little bit better there, chilling in there. I am going to be running 2 Storm Talons, and this is the only modification, is these are heavy bolters. Those are not las cannons, but I do have the missile system here. Both of them have the twin-linked assault cannons. And last but not least, I am rocking my Storm Raven, and as you can see, I've modified this baby very nicely. It has the Dreadnought in tow, as you can carry it, and this is my Librarian Dreadnought. It will also be carrying this assault squad of Terminators, along with this Librarian and Terminator armor. I plan on deep striking these shooty Terminators with my captain here, Captain Balder. So that is our setup. This is the pre-game. We have yet to see who's going to have turn 1. That's going to roll. As a matter of fact, let's roll it right now. Let's roll it live.
Grab a die.
Grab a die and roll it live.
Roll for first turn, baby. We do get the +1. It is a tie.
Roll it again. Wow, that's a good roll.
God damn.
And I get a 5 again. And no.
That's
We
first
get the
turn going to the good
Go ahead
guy.
and roll for the, C's.
You want to try to seize?
No.
No.
And a negative with a
He
1.
blew his wad in the
We'll be
first
back.
roll.
Okay, end
Especially if you
of
still get a freaking 4.
Eldar and Blood Angel turn. Lot of movement forward. They definitely rushed forward. The entire bike brigade got inside there. Brian, you're going to roll for the points too, by the way,
Yep.
real quick. So we took out the Ghost, both of them, 2 Ghost arcs during the shooting phase. We also killed 2 units, a squad of Immortals and a squad of Warriors during the shooting phase. He then rushed in to get behind enemy lines. So he's got jet bikes. His Autarch died in glorious fashion to the Nightbringer, and then did a Phoenix blow-up thing. Nightbringer is left at 3 wounds. Imhotep took a hell of a rush and got all of his wounds back by the end of the turn. These guys were down pretty much by 2. They only had 2 left, and he reanimated all but 2. So those 2 came back. A couple reanimations over here. And that is it right there. As you can see, these guys are moving forward. And pretty much the only thing left back here are his guys and the tanks at this point. So going into turn 1 for the Necrons.
Very quick. Victory points.
Yep, victory points real quick.
So, we do have a unit completely behind enemy lines. So
Yes,
there's
we did.
1 point there.
We got that.
We have
The
D3
supremacy.
victory points for 3 objective markers.
We have that. 1, 2, and 3.
2, 3, maybe even 4 over there.
Yep. Which we don't need, but...
Right, that's a D3.
And then that's a big one.
Overwhelming
Firepower. We killed 4.
Yeah.
We killed 4 units in firepower phase.
So that is another D3.
So we need-
D3 for supremacy. Bam.
That's 3 points.
Therefore, I don't
And then D3 for behind enemy lines. That's 2 points. We'll take that.
That is a 6 victory
So that's a
point round.
6-point victory round right there. Good job for the Eldar and Blood Angels. And we're ready for the retaliation of the robot zombies.
Who's your warlord?
Okay, so the end of the robot zombie ninjas, aka the Necrons. They pretty much took out my navy with only having 8 wounds left on the 1 fighter left. I lost 1 Terminator from the ensemble crash there. We pretty much lost our entire bike.
There's 1 jet bike left.
I think there's 1 jet bike. Yeah.
One lonely warlock with 1
So
wound
out
left.
of
He might
how many
run.
jet bikes do you have?
You haven't done morale yet.
How many
You
jet
lost
bikes did you
9
have?
dudes in 1 turn.
20.
Wait, that had 10 units?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
You
good.
auto
He's
fail
running.
that.
He's
You can't
running.
auto fail.
It's a morale test. You have to roll
You
under
have
your
to
lead.
roll.
Yeah, but it's at the beginning of our turn.
Right.
No, that's it. That's at the end of the turn, isn't it?
I know
Beginning
that's
of
the
ours.
phase.
No, it's
So
the end of
yeah,
the phase.
Either way,
Yeah.
okay, I have to roll it
Another
before we
point
start
for us.
our
scored
turn.
1.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
gonna fail the morale test, so we
So,
scored
You
alright.
don't know that?
And I think I lost. No,
pretty
that
sure they
was it
only
over
have
there.
one.
So yeah, we took I lost three scouts here too.
Check
So
your
we took a pretty big
leadership
hit there. But we're coming back this turn, and go ahead and do your leadership, and we're about to find out how many
Might
points
not
I got.
even have to. They probably
You
have
have an
9.
8.
Yeah,
So
so
you
they're
auto
auto
fail.
gone.
Yeah,
So
so
we
you
got
You
failed.
couldn't auto fail. I thought you.
No,
still
No,
if
if
you
you
roll
there's no way you can.
If you roll it, that's an auto fail.
Unless you have special rules like Space Marines, if they roll a 6, you automatically pass. So it's like,
I don't even think they have.
No.
right, they probably don't even have that
That's
anymore.
a
So,
lot.
all right, so yeah, you got how many points now? 2?
We got 2.
So they got 2 victory points out of that deal.
Plus we got your leader.
They did, well, yeah, you get the Warlock, the Warlord Slayer, too. So that was the end of the Necrons turn 1. Coming back at you with turn 2 of Blood Angels and what's left of the Eldar Force. Okay, end of turn 2, and the Sons of Baal took back a big strike against the big giant walker there. Did some thins out. The Death Company managed to get in there and try to avenge their fallen Eldar brethren. and try to bring them back and get a little rush here. Took out a good. When this thing exploded, he pretty much took out a Terminator. Took out my my Dreadnought Librarian. Killed some Terminators over here. Killed some over here. Killed some guys over here. We wiped out 2 of the heavy destroyers up there. Thinned out some more of the little guys over here. And that is where we're at right now. My deep strike has already fallen, and we gained 1 point for the hidden path. And I believe we're going to try to drop that one because that would be
It's gonna be
pointless
almost
against
impossible.
the Necrons. Oh yeah, Necrons, right, exactly. And that's the end of our turn 2. And hitting you back with the Necrons next.
Yes! Roll the 5. 3 points.
So they
for
got
this one.
3 points for one
We
of their
have 5
cards.
total.
They got 5 this round alone. It was a really brutal round for the Necrons. I ended up losing my pretty much a good chunk of my Terminators over here. I still have my captain here.
Clutch.
I still got guys over here. We have the one squad of Dark Reapers up here, and the tanks over here still ready to do some damage. So we're gonna need them to kind of probably move up here and start doing that.
No, so
And,
we got 5 total.
That's about.
Move up. What are you talking about? Everything's already in range.
Oh yeah, that's what we're pretty much looking at right now. So we got to pick 1 card for our round, and they got 5 points that last round. What are we looking at for points
No,
right
no,
now?
6.
Oh, 6. 6.
So it's 3.
So,
Oh, okay. So
and we'll be back at you at the end of the Blood Angel.
We're getting rid of psychological warfare.
We are getting rid of stuff. Okay, perfect.
nice. Good round for us.
Okay, so we have the end of the Blood Angels Eldar. We ended up taking out the crawler over here, moving forward here. We took out a couple of the heavy destroyers, a destroyer unit over here. Wiped out another unit of warriors over here, and took out some over here. And we got 1 point for secure objective 6, which my guys came over here to grab. That is the end of turn 3 for the Blood Angels and the Eldar. With my 2 heroes sitting pretty much defiantly on the center of the battlefield right now.
Before that, I'm gonna do.
3-pointer.
Oh, you just did. I was gonna say we could.
So end of
One
turn 3, and the Necrons looks like they just got another 3 points for their victory.
No. We got 4 there, and we got to measure. This is the center of the board, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's that one.
Just miss on that. Measure that guy real quick. 6 inches.
Oh, 6
Oh,
inches
he's
from
well
center.
outside
We're
of
not
6
12.
inches.
We're not 12 though.
No, those guys are within
Those
12.
are guys
Easy.
No,
within
those
12.
guys are definitely
They missed
within
it
12.
by an inch.
Right.
So we also got another. So we got 5 points.
So they got 5 total points this time. It was a big point raise. Terminators once again, man. I tell you, these guys have been holding off. My Librarian took a hard hit. He's only down to one hit point right now, but he's the bane of the Scarabs right now. We did get the 2 points
victory
during
points.
our turn or during their turn by killing Imhotep with the
Charged
Terminators. We spent the 2 command points to counterattack, and I used my command points, and we switched them with the power fists.
Gives the 2 victory points.
And then we are still, the Death Company still holding together there. I think I got 6 guys left out of 13, so they're pretty freaking impressive.
Yep.
I only have 1 unit of scouts left. They're still full, and we still have the back Eldar line, so it's not
They're gonna
completely
start pounding
lost.
away on,
But
these guys here.
but the Blood Angels line is getting
Necrons
pretty
do
thin.
have some guys hiding in the back there,
Yeah, I
too.
know, absolutely. All right, guys, and we'll be back for the end of turn 4 for Blood Angels and Eldar.
Right after.
Okay,
So we
end of
got
turn
this
4
one.
for Blood
That counts for
Angels
this one.
and
These
Eldar,
only count
and I'll tell you what, characters are still
So we
holding
get
on
that
strong.
automatic.
Librarian, once again, is the bane of Scarabs, holding this line down. Eldar back line is still untouched.
Untouched, nobody shot at him.
Untouched, nothing is going
They're just
on.
firing away.
Terminators,
Totally within this
Commander Balder, these guys are just holding this line. Terminators today have been the silent heroes. With I would have to say over 300 armor saves that they've made. I mean, obviously they lost a lot of Battle Brothers. I'm only down to 1, 2 original Terminators, a Lord, and then my Librarian out of essentially 15 Terminators that I had out there. So I mean, the numbers have gotten cut, but we were desperate.
They've held that whole side.
Yes, we were desperate. We got really Jewed with the cards. We got Secure Objective 1, Defend Objective 3, and Secure 3, which is over there. Thankfully, I put the jetpacks on the Death Company, so they were able to jump out of hand to hand and secure that for us to get us a point if we have to get rid of something. But it was darn close to almost being a table wipe just a second ago if we weren't able to pull that off. So Necron's turn 4, coming at you.
Have that.
Okay,
I'm owning it right now.
end of Necron's turn, and
No, not yet.
once again they did the Scarab pop to kill my
We dropped this.
Terminator
Drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all day.
librarian.
Put that underneath.
I got my captain still chilling over here. The whole front line is still sitting here. They got us trying to break the front lines. I think this is the first time one of their models besides the Nightbringer actually made it past halfway through the fire zone, if you will. So, I mean, if keeping them at bay was part of the deal, then we did our job there diligently. And how many points did you guys get?
We got 2.
And they got 2 points for this round, leaving it. What is the score right now?
16-11.
16-11. The Blood Angels pretty much down to just their captain right now. I lost the squad of Death Company over there. Unfortunately, died to the man. Did not make one single feel no pain. And pretty much, yeah, that is the only model I have left on the table right now is my captain. And we still have the 800, or we still need to figure that out, what you have over here. It's like 900 points worth of fucking Eldar just chilling back here.
It's only 3 units in the
Hey,
tanks are
I did
55
too,
each,
but
so that's
mine-
310 between the two of them. Oh yeah, it's not even close to 800 because the Dark Reaper's 253, so that's 563, and then the
So rough high
is like
6.
100 points.
About 7.
High 6.
So for future
sorry,
reference,
the
one
Autark
half
is 99.
of his army hiding
So-
is our army hiding.
Right. All right, so that's the rundown right there, and we will be back for the end of the one Blood Angel and the Eldar's turn.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
so end of 5 for
Yes, I can.
for us.
Shit, I forgot.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
need
can.
to fucking move up.
Don't tell me no.
Oh, well,
Don't
too
tell
late
me
now.
No.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I don't like when people tell me no, Jakers.
we do a rush here, final rush, because we have Secure 1. It's the only real one that we can try to get here, and plus his Warlord's here, so I'm going to try to get the Warlord. He's got to make a leadership check still here for these guys, but I rushed and killed 5 of them
Yeah, so
outright.
discard it and pull one.
These guys are still trying to get some back. I asked for some support over here and some cover
So
fire.
if we
He did
shoot
really
him,
good over
Alex,
here.
we
We're only
actually
down
get
to
two.
1, it looks
No
like.
prisoners.
Two here.
And
But
we get
unfortunately,
the
these
overwhelming
guys didn't get
firepower.
anything
We gotta
on.
shoot him dead.
We have some Scarab action over here, and same
They're
thing.
dead, right?
Yeah, these
Same-
are the dead ones.
Yeah, same thing over here. There was 2 there. He only took out 1. So that is the end of ours. Unless the dice are in our favor somehow. No, I was all around it actually. If you just saw it like this, say. But by the end of our turn, we're gonna roll, or at the end of their turn, they're gonna roll. But this was the end of Blood Angel turn 5. Oh, and I got 4 wounds left. That's my own.
Let's end it.
All right, end of Necron turn 5. Man, what can I say about this fucking guy? This guy took all this fire. We actually did. There was a failed morale check.
Yes.
Which we've been talking about this whole game, that you can't make them fail, but we did. We actually made a unit fail, and it was Immortals, which was a big one to have him fail. Because that might have been enough to bring him over to death if that another Immortal group was
Especially
there.
since there were 8 of them that would have potentially reanimated.
Right, with Teslas
The
too.
way you guys
so.
been rolling, that's
Oh
like
yeah,
6
yep,
of them
exactly.
definitely coming back.
So they obviously still have this under wraps pretty good. Did you guys get any points this round?
No.
There wasn't a lot of stuff to really shoot at or get out there, but they still hold a 5-point lead.
Yes.
Yeah, they're still holding out. Yeah, they're still holding a 5-point lead. We're getting ready to roll, since this is the end of turn 5, to see if we're going into turn 6. On a roll of a 2 or a 1, it is over, and it looks like it's going to be a Necron victory.
Come on.
And here's a
one.
live roll. And it's a 3.
The
game will continue. We'll be right back with turn 6 because it ain't going to be much. Okay, so end of turn 6. We got a bonus turn, bonus Warhammer as we like to call it. Captain Balder is in there, took out the Warlord, mightily splatted his face across there. They had a command point left, so he came back. He relocked himself in hand-to-hand. We got the point for Warlord.
Yep,
We got the other one for capture, and we got objective 1. And these guys are slowly getting overrun. He's trying to take out numbers. Finally, the spiders are out of the picture. The last one dropping, which was right here at 6.
Yep. So
And,
no more respawning scarabs.
That's pretty much
Now it's
what
the question:
we're
can
looking
my
at.
tanks survive the creepy crawlies?
So that'll give us 2 more points, bringing the total for us up to
13
against 16. So we're
points
still
down.
there. We're scratching. We're biting, but
importantly,
it's looking.
I'm looking for 13 on a D12.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go.
how
That's
the
the
game
fault
has
right
been,
there.
folks.
But there we go. We'll be right back here with turn 6 of the Necrons.
You're probably the one that wants to end this right now.
Here we go. This is the end of Necron turn 6. I don't think you
End of
got.
round 6.
Well, yeah, the end of round 6 as well, but end of Necron turn 6 as well. I don't think you got any points this round, correct?
He
We
didn't want to shoot anything.
they try.
If he would shoot, we could have gotten 2 points.
Captain Balder is
We're not
still in the
shooting
thick
at
of
it.
things, still with
You're
1
talking about
wound.
hitting it with a
He killed the cryptic that came in there. Alex gave some backup, and he wiped out a couple of the immortals here. These guys all fired, and that Terminator save, I'm telling you, man, like it must have been over 400, and it's been incredible. The last time I played Blood Angels, I had this kind of setup, and I got smoked so fast the Terminators didn't even show up on the field. So to have this retribution right now is actually, it's a good feeling. Even though we're still in the losing bracket right this second at this turn, it's a good feeling the Terminators are doing
We're
it.
still holding our own. We
are.
actually still have some glimmer of hope
Yes.
of pulling this out.
Yes,
Not much, but
there is a lot of Necron forces out here. This was a very tough army to beat. I'm not gonna lie. The Scarabs
Yeah.
they were a tough nut to crack. They were. They did a lot, and here they are, enemy lines, just like me.
Yeah.
Here I am over in enemy lines. Well, the Scarabs are over there doing their thing too. So here's the live roll. A 4 or better will bring us to the 7th and final round. Here goes Jake.
It is a 6. We are going the distance.
We are going one more round, folks. Here we go. It's actually the end of the game, folks. This is not the. We were coming back at you. You could hear the grumble in Jake's voice when he rolled a 6, thinking that we were going in for, as we like to call it, bonus Warhammer. But no bonus Warhammer. We had secure 4. We had
So
secure
we needed
4.
a good pull here,
Yeah.
and we did not get it.
We had to keep advance. We got defend 5 and secure 4. Well, 5.
way over here.
4's over here. We can't really do anything
And my
with
tanks
that.
can't take it, and those guys are locked in melee and
Right,
couldn't
and-
get over there in 3 turns.
And well, Captain Balder is still over here.
The only shot he would have had is if his little thing over here was still in
And
place.
yeah,
It's just
unfortunately, that was a smart move by my son to take that away early because that could have been detrimental. The other one was 6. Was it 5? Right, 5.
long gone. 5.
Yeah, which is right here.
Yeah.
Which
I
In
mean-
the heart of
If I
Necron
ran those
country.
Yeah, it is. It's right in Necron country. So that was the nail in the coffin. We did play one scenario. We allowed Balder to kill. So essentially, what happened over here was Balder killed the rest of the immortals, and his
You know what
warlord,
it's-
which came back with that one command point, decided to do that thing where he'd been getting all game off, and I only had 1 wound left, which he would have done absolutely no problem if he would just gotten it off.
Guaranteed, but
No,
Yeah.
because you had 1 wound. It's 1 or better, right? It's
I'd still have to get D3 mortal wounds, and you still get your.
I could still
okay.
get I could still get
You
that.
still had a
Absolutely, it
chance.
could happen. But the one thing that he's been hitting me with the whole game failed with a 1, and a 2, and that was freaking glorious. So, Captain Balder,
He is the player of the year.
the player of the game, even though we thought we lost. Great game, Jakers. Great game, my friend.
Fun.
It was a great game. What a good comeback for the Blood Angels. I mean, down to the fucking man. You can't write a tale more more courageous than that right there. And the Necrons were just a fearsome force, man. These guys, like I said, they put together a real rough squad, and it was a blast. Final score.
Once again, the Eldar proved how squishy they really are.
Wait, it's behind enemy lines of point.
I think it is in this.
So we both.
Yes.
So we both get, so that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, so we're both behind enemy lines.
offsetting.
Offsetting penalties.
17-14.
17-14. It's a minor victory as it were, but still a victory is a victory and a great game. The tactical objectives really do kind of bring a game back into. I mean, you look at what's out here on the field, and you think that this is just a defeat. You know what I'm saying?
If it had been a straight out battle, we'd have ended it 2 turns.
If this is a meat grinder, it's over by turn 3. Tactical objectives really make the game special, and it kind of almost it almost guarantees a longer game. You know, you really do have the chance, and we were fighting the whole time. And had we gotten actually a good pull of cards, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Well, we want to thank you guys all for joining our game. Like I said, it's for us. It took a relatively at the afternoon. For you guys, it's going to be like under an hour, probably under a half hour, I think. But we really hope you guys enjoy this. And this is the second one we've done of this. And this one was the Necrons for 4,000 point Necrons versus 2,000 Eldar and 2,000 Blood Angels. And we really hope you guys enjoyed doing this as much as we enjoyed playing it. And have a great day.